Hey guys, how you all? Well, right, another little stint on the RM. I'm trying to get the engine back into one piece. I have ordered the fixing bolts to put the engine back into the frame, which I thought had arrived today, but they haven't. But we have had some bits arrive today. We've got the correct gasket now for the inlet. We've got a clutch basket. Take a look at that. Nice, clean, unmarked clutch basket. Ready to go. So I've got a bit of a job on with that, which we'll try and do in this video actually. I have painted more of the casings because these were grey originally. I've not got like the exact match, but I've got a nice grey, so I used that. What else we got? Oh yeah, I've got to try and sort this out. You can see I've just glanced over with the DA and we have a bit of a dent here. I'm going to try and get that out. We'll see how that goes. What else we got? Yeah, I've got that cover on, look, that's all painted and done. As you've seen, we just rested that in place because the clutch cable's got to go back in there. That's only got a couple of bolts in. I've got this little casing done for the other side of the motor. So yeah, gonna sort that dent out in that casing and sort the clutch out, because let's have a look, where's the other clutch, where's the old clutch? As I pointed out, it's got a hell of a lot of wear in there. You see all the sides there, they're all bashed in, but we've got to get that off, and that is riveted on. So we've carefully got to drill that off, and the new one actually bolts on. I think it'll be all right. We've just got to be careful, and I'm hoping when we get that off, it's all the same at the back of that one. It is the new one, so it goes straight back on. We'll see when that comes off. Anyway, let's try and get the dent out of that casing. Right. So what I'm going to do is carefully, very carefully, give it a few taps from the inside, go over with the DA again, and at least try and reduce it, because we certainly don't want to crack it, because then I'm going to have to go and replace it. Right, let's have a glance over that. Still a bit there, but I just daredn't hit it too hard. Let me just go and give it a little tap again. That's definitely got it a bit closer. I'm just going to work at it with the DA a little bit. Obviously there's some sort of misshaping gone here as well. I reckon I'm just going to go around with the DA and basically do my best to get it better. I've tried to get it as best as I can. Got quite a deep gouge here that's way too deep to dress out, so I'm going to have to do the dreaded something I always try and avoid, and that is a spot of this. Oh, it's got a picture of me on there. I didn't spot that. Well, that's good. Anyway, yeah, I'm going to have to put a bit of filler in that. So if I'm mixing a bit up, I might as well just skim a bit over here as well. I'll say that's something I normally try to avoid, but it'll look better if we do it. What we'll do, we'll just get the paint out of that first. That should do. I really don't like this stuff. Normally I get into a big mess with it. Like a child painting. Yeah, we'll put more than what I need on there. That's my excuse for being messy. That'll do for there. Something going on there. We may as well have at it while we got it on the go. That'll do. While that's going off, I've been having a mess about with the clutch. Like I say, we've got to get this gear off the back. What I've done, I've just had this in the lathe, and I've basically skimmed the heads off these rivets. I've managed to knock one through, so hopefully the rest will follow suit. Probably be a bit of a dodgy way of going about it. But hey, if it works, it doesn't matter. There's another one going. Oh, that's it. Yes, that's them all off. Right, are we going to have to try and lever that up somehow? Carefully do it. That's it, it's out. Carefully squeeze it back onto the new basket. Yes, probably in an ideal world with a big budget, we perhaps should have changed these rubbers, but they seem okay. Nothing's split, nothing's worn on them. I say we're just trying to be careful with what we spend to try and just get the bike up and running again. And if it needs stuff at a later date, and then we can do it, you know. It's no big issue. Ooh, don't go that quick. What am I doing? Needs to go down even. That's it. Come on, go down. That might need a very bit of careful persuading with something. Right, all good. I just need a bit of persuading with some wood. It was the centre bit that needed squeezing in more than anything. Right, so this one then is now bolted on, screwed on, whichever the way you want to put it. Let's make sure we've got everything off there. And I think the sensible thing to do is put some Loctite on them. Free Allen key, no doubt it's a plasticine one. We'll see. I really could do with finding my glasses. One's in. Them all on the go quickly. That's fairly easy to do, actually. Job done. Right, blasting forward a little bit. I've got the clutch basket back on. Just putting the plates in now. They've all been stored away nice and clean, still nice and oiled. So we are good to go. All back in the order they came out. Some springs and bolts. We did have an odd bolt on here. We're gonna have to go with it just for now. At the end of the day, it's a bolt, it's securing the spring, so we're just gonna roll with it. In fact, what are they? M5. Let me see what I've got a minute. They're not quite long enough, the ones I've got, so we'll go with what was put in there. It was only on one odd one, so we'll go with it. We know the bike was okay on it. Right then, we'll get that done up and then we'll be back to put that outer casing on. Oh, and this one as well. all the power valve, everything's all linked up, so all that's ready to go as well. We've got the gasket for there, so we'll pop that back off and get that on. Oh, it's getting there. We're on. Right, let's just sort the fixings out for that then. Let's put that one back out a minute. That's obviously a level plug. That should have a copper washer on it, oh no. I can see a copper washer. Yes. That's the one for that. That's not the socket for it though. Right, some of these are not making sense. I'm not happy with the length. That one's okay. I have got washers coming for these. Normally they don't. I like to see a washer on them, and it also stops sort of ripping the coating off. So I'm only just going to nip these in. There's a couple where the lengths don't make sense at all, so I'm going to order a couple of longer ones. In fact, no, I could actually cut some of them down because they're spare. That'll make sense, won't it? Which one was I not happy with? Was it that one? No, that one's fine. Or was it that one? Oh, that one's okay. Which one was it? There was one of them I'm not happy with, and I couldn't get anything that suited it. Can't remember which one it was now. That one. So that seems a bit too short to me. I'll be able to cut one of them down, so that's fine. In fact, that might do it. No, that's going to be too long, isn't it? Let's try it. Rather have them longer than rather like too short, especially going into alloy, because nipping them up, you just rip the threads clean out. That's all right, actually. I say I'm going to have washers turn up for them hopefully tomorrow. That one's okay round here. I think it was just that one then. Well, that ain't so bad. So I had a couple of at my own lot that I already had. I've dropped that one now. Let's get that. Oh, let me get an M. What's that? M10. Just to nip that drain plug up. Is it 10? I ain't gonna bear with me. I ain't got my glasses. I'm winging it again without my glasses. Yeah, that's the one. So I'm not going to go do everything up till I've got the washers. I want to see washers on them. You know, the washers that have got the smaller OD, so they ain't sticking right out. They are literally for these cap screws. Right, let's get this on. Hopefully, the abundance of fixings I've got left, some of them are going to be a nice length for that. A little bit of grease on there. Again, I just don't gum them up with gasket gum. If it's a decent gasket, it shouldn't need gluing up to death. I'll put a spot of grease here and there just to hold it in place. That's that way. Right then. I'm going to say, how many is there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Because I've got a fish alive. That seems the correct amount for that, so it's got to be them. Again, I'm only going to nip them up because I want to put washers on. They don't come with washers, I just prefer to see them. Oh no, that needs a shorter one in. Not forcing it. Ooh. Yeah, all them don't feel good. Right, what else we got in that pack? Are they shorter? Yeah, that seems better. I might be cutting a couple of them down then. Which ain't no big deal. That's better. Let's pop that one out. Best not force them. I've seen it done where someone's forced a longer cap screw in, bust through the casing, then that particular screw starts leaking oil and things like that. I've seen it done. I don't like to force anything in there, just in case. No, too long. Yeah, it looks like I've got to trim a couple down. It's only a tiny bit. Ah, there's one. Let's see what these go like at the back here. No. Yeah. I need to trim 3 down. There's no shorter ones at all in the pack. Unless, let's see what they look against there. Could be them. I could have a mix-up going on there. Let's check. Easily done. It could be these in the inlet. Ooh, that's looking promising. Yeah. That's what I've done. I've mixed them up. Probably what the best thing is to do, and it is a good idea, is make yourself cardboard drawings and pop the bolts through as you've took them out, and even if you've replaced them with new, you'll know the correct lengths. Maybe that's what I should have done. It's no big deal. It's not killing anybody. We'll get there in the end. The others have got to come out on this anyway, so we'll put a gasket on there. I've just ordered new hose clamps as well, the narrow ones for the carburetor, both ends, filter end and the engine end. I'm hoping there's a couple of bits going to turn up for this tomorrow, so we can get this popped into the frame, so the frame is off the floor, because every time the dog comes in here and starts sniffing around because he's clumsy like me, I keep thinking he's going to knock that freshly powdered frame over. If I can get the engine in it and it's sat on here, and then I can relax a bit then. Right, gasket for that. This came today. Oh, and I've got a sticker for the toolbox in there. That's good. Aha, see, that one fits. Let's go and get the other one a minute. So I don't know if there's any sort of crossover thing that went on between years. I do not know. But obviously this came out, the kit stating it was 96 to 98. And I've actually seen these on the internet when I googled it, because this didn't fit, obviously. Some of them were listing these as a 96, 97. No, it's the one with a single hole at the top, look. This one that we need. So I ain't quite sure what the story is there. I might delve into that a bit more, just to gain a bit of knowledge on it. Oh, tiny smear of grease on there then to keep it in place. Don't tip the engine over now. That's it, right. Let me go and find me tool to make life a bit easier. There we go. There's the grease. Right, a bit of dressing back, and we haven't got too much left in there, which is good. But I did miss a little bit, so I've just done that. That one seems to have gone all right, that little scar there. And what I want to do while I'm waiting is just try and get the muck out of these little bits here, or at least get all the loose off. Right, got a first coat on that after a bit of cleaning up, so it probably won't look any good at the moment. While that's going off and in between coats, I discovered this is missing something, the engine. After a bit of searching around, I found one. Well, I found a couple, that is it. One's in America, and where's the other one? Somewhere in this country. It's a little breather that goes in that hole there. I've been thinking, what is this hole? Because there wasn't nothing in it when I stripped the engine down. And it's like a little angled union breather for a rubber hose to go on. So obviously it can't be that big because the hole's tiny. 30 quid. That's not happening. So I'm going to make something instead of spending 30 quid on something like that. A lot of it's new old stock. So I guess these people just charge the earth for stuff because you can't get it. So I'm going to have a go at making one. Right, I've got a bit of an offcut here. I think that'll give us a good start. It looks to be, the ones I can see images of, it looks to be like a pushing fit into the engine, or something you just tap in, sort of an interference fit. So obviously that's the critical part that we've got to get exactly right so it does squeeze into the engine and stay there. Let's reset that. Right, I've got that turned down a bit. I've just got to try and carefully do a little cross hole in there. I think that's got it. Right, ready to put that bit in. I've just turned that bit up. And we're going to solder that in there. And then I think I'm done for the day. It's getting late again. Let's get some juice on that. Cool off, see what that's like. Right, I think we're sorted. That'll do it. I say it's just a breather. 30 quid for something like that seems a bit crazy. Hey up, look at these pair. Such a hard life, isn't it? Hey? Such a hard life. You've had your dinner, I've fed you. Don't be crying at me. Right, be careful because I've got that there painted. Right, I'm going to try and put that on. It's getting there, it needs another coat I think. But I know it's not going to be perfect, but I think it's better than what it were. You still see a bit of the repair, but I reckon another couple of coats that'll bury that and it'll look a lot better. I'm going to try and get that done before I finish tonight. I say tonight, I think it's about 8:30 already. So another long day. I'm ready for a break. I am. Definitely ready for a break. Anyway, I'm going to try and get this bit in. It's got a bit of nylon. That's it. £30 saved. Right, I think that'll do me. Another coat on that. I'm probably gonna sort of flat that off a little bit in the morning and give it another coat. And the rest of it, yeah, we're about there. Little thing all sorted. It's nearly done. Looking much better, I think. So hopefully tomorrow I'm going to have some fixings come to put the engine into the frame to get everything safe onto that bench out the way of him there. Mr. Clumsy Dog. That's what I want to do. And I know it's safe then. So if they do turn up tomorrow, I'm just going to get on and get that done. Like I say, and get it up here out the way. That'll do. We're nearly there. The engine is anyway. Right, I'm going to put my feet up. I'm shattered again. Cheers for watching, guys. Take care.